So Boltyn can attack 6 times with the sabers. Yeah, 1 additional time each.
Oh, because of the double Lumina. Oh my god.
He warned us before we watched him that it was a meme deck, but meme deck slaps.
Doesn't look too memey now, yeah. If you're able to get that double Lumina turn, that's kind of insane. I didn't even realize that. That is, whew. What a turn.
Hello guys and welcome to the FAB-LAB, a place where all the strange decks are being crafted and tested. My name is Mariusz, but you also may know me as Xir. And today we're gonna talk about Boltyn. Boltyn may seem like a very aggro-based character, but today we're gonna do something different. So let's craft it. So we are crafting today a Boltyn combo deck based around Centauri Sabers and Lumina Ascension. We are going to build up a huge turn when we buff our swords with Lumina Ascension and everything else we have on the equipment side. And we are trying to OTK our opponent with a flurry swifts of Centauri Sabers. We will talk about the main combo line and how to set it up. Then I will show you how the deck looks like and we're gonna talk about a few staples that are in the deck. And after that we're gonna take a quick look at how the deck operates in a tournament environment. To be able to operate a combo deck, you have to know all the combo pieces and you have to know them well. So first of all, we have Lumina Ascension. Until the end of turn, weapons you control gain +1, and if this hits, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a light card, you put it in your hero's soul and gain 1 life. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your deck. If you've charged this turn, you may attack an additional time with each of your weapons you control. And it also has Go Again. So Lumina Ascension basically reads, it boosts the weapon attacks, so we'll have to focus on weapon attacks to use it well. We have to have a light cards in our deck in order to fuel the soul and heal our hero. And also we need to be able to have a charged keyword before that, so we can have additional attacks with our weapons. So our weapons of choice are going to be Centauri Sabers, because having 2 weapons is 2 more attacks than just having 1 weapon. The Sabers are one-handed, so you obviously can have both of them. They are really good against attack action cards, they buff itself, and the most important thing that this buff lasts until the end of the turn. So if you are attacking multiple times with a weapon that was blocked with attack action, the attack action bonus on Centauri Saber will stay up until the end of the turn, so it also is applied to the further attacks. And also Sabers are being supported by armor, and we are using the Courage of Bladehold, which will gain a lot of resources if we are attacking multiple times during 1 turn, and Gallantry Gold, which will buff our weapons +1 for the whole turn. So the basic combo setup we're gonna use is going to be Courage of Bladehold in the armor slot, Gallantry Gold the arm slot, and Snapdragon Scalers in the legs slot. Obviously Centauri Sabers. Before we can set up a combo, we will have to take care of the soul, and I would advise you to have at least 2 cards in your soul before you fire off a combo. Our hand has to consist of a charge combo starter, a card that you will charge with, a pitch of at least 1 to fire off Gallantry Gold, and a combination of Beacons of Victory or Lumina Ascension, 1 in your hand and 1 preferably in your arsenal slot. Beacon of Victory and Lumina Ascensions, you can mix them, you can have 2 of them. If you have Beacons of Victory in your hand and arsenal, you'll have to have a lot more soul, but then it's easier to hit with the starting charge attack. If you have 2 Lumina Ascensions, that's still fine. You start the combo line with 2 of them in hand. You're pretty much safe in terms of the amount of soul you have to have in your soul. The basic combo play starts with the attack, and the attack has to have a charge on it, and I advise you to have a 0 cost charge attack, just because the Boltyn is really card hungry. So if you're using a 0 cost attacks, you're not wasting any additional cards for the pitch, and this can come quite handy if you have to block before you play your main combo line. So we're using a 0 cost attacks. It doesn't really matter whether it's a red, blue or yellow. Obviously the red ones have a higher chance to deal damage, and we really need the damage. And also if they hit, they have a really nice on hit effects, which will also help in this combo play. So we are playing a 0 cost charge attack. We have to use a second card to charge our soul. Then we do the reaction. If you had a Beacon of Victory, you obviously have to use it now. You charge up this attack. Don't forget to pay 1 soul for it, at least 1 soul, and then you search for Lumina Ascension. Also, we are using Snapdragon Scalers, which will give us go again, even if this attack is not blocked, and even if this attack is not powered up, so we can use Boltyn's ability. And Snapdragon Scalers also save us 1 card in the soul, which can be crucial at some point, and probably we'll see that later on. Then after playing a first attack, giving it go again and searching for Lumina Ascension with Beacon of Victory, we start the activation phase. So we activate everything that we have to buff our weapon attacks. So first of all, we start with Courage of Bladehold. This will make our Centauri Sabers free for this round. We will then use Gallantry Gold, but for Gallantry Gold, don't forget to have this third card to pitch. Third card, because Beacon of Victory was already replaced with Lumina Ascension, so the net value is still 1. So if you have additional card for the pitch, you can use Gallantry Gold. If not, we'll have to skip it. And then when the setup is done, we have 6 attack with Centauri Saber. 6 because we play 2 Lumina Ascension. Each of those Lumina Ascensions allow us to attack additional times with each of our weapons. We've charged with Engulfing Light at the beginning, so we can swing for 6. Centauri Saber is base attack is 2, but is buffed by Lumina Ascension +1, second Lumina Ascension +1, and hopefully Gallantry Gold for additional 1. So we have 6 attacks swinging for 5. If you're looking at the damage calculation, you have Engulfing Light hitting for 3, Beacon of Victory hitting for additional 1 at least, and I would keep it this way. 2, if you have additional soul, and if you really need to hit this one, if you hit within Engulfing Light, you will have this card put into your soul. So with this combo line, not calculating any Centauri Sabers on hit bonuses and Boltyn on hit bonuses when this is defended by attack action card, this combo line will net you a total of 34 damage with additional damage if your opponent chooses to block with attack action card. So assuming your opponent has 4 cards in hand, 3 defense on each of his cards, that's 12, and a total of 20 health, that's still an OTK. You'll have to do some more damage to take off the armor and the possible arsenal defense reaction. The deck is pretty straightforward after that. So we are using all the 3 combo pieces on the armor side, which is Courage of Bladehold, Gallantry Gold, and Snapdragon Scalers. Also the Arcanite Skull Cap or the Nullrun Hood for arcane damage versus physical damage. And when you're facing Kano, you should probably swap Gallantry Gold for Null Rune Hoods. We have a lot of yellow peach and not so much blue peach, so what I would advise you to do is just focus on 2 null runes and block with as many yellows as you can, just to slow down Kano before you set up your combo. We have 16 combo starters. For combo starters, I mean the cards that cost 0 and charge up your soul, and they are 6 Bolt of Courages, 6 Engulfing Lights, and 4 Express Lightnings. Also, we have the main combo pieces, Lumina Ascension and Beacon of Victory. We also have 4 additional card attacks that will go straight to the soul. Invigorating Light, it's a really nice card to start off your turn, and get rid of some of the cards from opponent's hand on preferably some armor. And also Illuminate, which is a really nice card with attack 4, so really awkward to block, and if it hits, it goes straight to your soul. In case you need to block heavily, you can still have 1 card and threaten building up the soul. As for the main attacks that will help you get rid of the armor or slow down your opponents, we have Command and Conquer, Enlightenment Strike, Bolting Blade, and Celestial Cataclysm. Bolting Blade and Cataclysms are actually cards to help you fight Prism. With the Invigorating Light and the Command and Conquer, we have a total of 8 6+ attacks in your deck, so at least you can try and slow her down. Soul Shield, one of the best defense reactions in the game, costs 2 but blocks 6. Helps with Dorinthia matchups, helps with chain matchups, and also goes straight to your soul, which speeds up setting up for your main combo. There's also V for the Vanguard in the deck. It's not used in the main combo line. You can use it if you have 2 peach for the starters, but I mainly use V for the Vanguard as a finisher, just in case my combo line could not be set up fast enough. Had to fire it off earlier, or I had problems with hitting with all the sabers at once. V for the Vanguard and Gallantry Gold on top of it, with sabers buffed up for the whole round, can help you get your opponents down when they are on low HP. Courage of Bladehold, the last 4 pieces of the deck. They threaten lethal at some points. They can help you with on-hit effects. With Lumina Ascension, you have to make sure that you hit with your attacks, so you can draw cards, preferably light cards, and put them into your soul, so you can have more go-against for the round. You have to bear in mind that to attack with 6 Centauri Sabers, you have to have at least 6, you have to have 5 go-against for your weapons and 1 go-again from Snapdragon Scalers. So you really need those on-hit effects of Lumina, and if you can save 1 Courage of Bladehold instead of paying for Gallantry Gold, that also makes you more safe on your hits and getting on-hit effects. Lumina Ascension is based on light cards, and we have 90% of light cards in the deck. The non-light attacks are Command and Conquer and Enlightenment Strike. I find both of them really useful fighting of armor on your opponent's side and slowing down the game. The Command and Conquer is really good. If you can time it well, your opponent has some crucial cards in your arsenal. They'll definitely try and block this out, so it's gonna slow down their damage output, which will give you more room. Same for Enlightenment Strike. Also, E-Strike when you use it with a +2 attack, so attack for 7 with a card on the bottom of your deck. It also gains the buff that will be in line with Sir Boltyn's ability, and you can do go again straight using just 1 soul and fire off like a bolt of courage on an engulfing light straight after. Our average cost is 0.6, which is really low. Basically we're not paying for any of our cards. Our main goal is to fuel the soul, so you play a bit like an Ira deck, so you're trying to attack with 2, block with 2, so that's why the average defense for the deck is really high. We have 3.1 average defense on the cards. Most of the cards are blocking for 3, invigorating is blocking for 2 obviously, and attack reactions. The rest of the cards are blocking for 3, with the exception of Soul Shield, which blocks for 6, but requires additional cost to pay the cost, like a card to pay the cost, so it nets you an average of 3 defense. Peach value is not that important. All you have to bear in mind that you have to have at least 1 peach for Gallantry Gold, and if you are trying to do the V for the Vanguard with Gallantry Gold, you have to have 2 peach saved up. The rest goes into your soul, so you don't care about it. It's also very forgiving, that deck, in terms of cards in it. They are very situational. All you have to do is bear in mind that half of the deck probably, or half of your cards in your hand will go to your soul anyway, so you can pick and choose whatever you need. Okay guys, now that you know how the deck operates, we're gonna take it to the tournament and see how it goes.
Welcome back to round 5. The screen regions do work. I am joined by the one and only Dante. Dante, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be here. You excited for this match though, Brendan? A Boltyn versus Chain, not something that we've seen on the Gauntlet before, as far as I know. Not something I've really seen at all, to be honest with you.
What the people don't understand is that this is table 1 and both players are undefeated. I heard some people saying, "Oh, there's not enough Monarch." Well, there 2 Monarch heroes undefeated. We got Boltyn versus Shane on turn 1, and this is Xur. I haven't seen Xur before in the Gauntlet, I don't think. Definitely first time we're streaming him. Tower number 9, obviously kind of a staple. I think he's won 5 of them. On the Shane versus Boltyn. Where does it land, Dante? Who wins?
It's hard to say. If Boltyn finds his via the Vanguards and his Lumina Ascensions, I think that he can definitely get it swung in his favor, but he's got to remember that Husk is there. And that Husk can be really painful for the Boltyn player. I think you want to try and get it as early as possible, obviously, just like every other matchup against Chain. But if Chain gets going, sometimes nothing can stop him unless he stops himself by banishing extremely poorly.
Oh man, Saber Boltyn, let's go.
Yeah.
Sabres.
I'm not as high on the Saber Boltyn, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be the Raiden Boltyn, but I mean, Saber Boltyn's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I just think that Raiden Boltyn is better. But I guess, I mean, we'll see. There's a reason that he's on table 1 and I'm not. So we'll see. We'll see how it ends up going here. I've never actually played Saber Boltyn myself. I've only played the Raiden Boltyn, but I'd imagine the Lumina Ascension turns are ginormous, especially with Courage and Gallantry Gold.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a quick ad. Sorry for the shaking cameras. We had to record this on the go. It's gonna be better later on, but those first minutes are a bit shaky. So you can see I'm playing Invigorating Light on round 1. This is one of the best cards to start off your game. It attacks for 6. doesn't matter the cost, so you're not gonna play anything else. If you have a full hand, you can pitch 2 cards and play it for 3. It goes straight to your soul, doesn't require you to hit, and obviously you will just arsenal and pass straight after that. The biggest thing you have to deal with playing with chain is the husk. As they mentioned, you have to play around it. The faster you take it down, the better.
Breeze to commentate. Oh, if I had to do that alone, it would be so nice.
Start with
the
Art
of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love to see it when you're playing chain. That's for sure.
Oh,
definitely a good one.
Good banish too.
The,
Shadow of Urser, as they say.
Who's they? I need to know.
No comment.
But
the day
that you're referring to it is.
Most likely gonna have 3. Gonna have 3 attacks on this chain link at least.
But it'll be interesting what Davis decides to play here. Did he give any indication on what he chose with the Art of War?
Well, no, not yet. We'll see that on blocks. Davis is also on 14. Yeah, I think I mentally spaced when Davis took all the damage, but it makes sense with his massive Art of War hand. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see what we do. He's, like, really tanking on this. Like, what? Do I banish something with Shadow of Ursa or do I not? Okay, so we're going to play Shadow of Ursa.
Looks like he is going to.
No banish.
No banish?
Yeah,
so I guess the Art of War gave go again then? Interesting.
Yeah, I think so. He does have 2 Soul Shackles.
That's very interesting. I feel like if I'm playing an Art of War and I'm banishing a Shadow of Ursa, I'm probably going to want to choose the +1 because I know I'm getting at least 3 attacks in that turn. But he might not have had any Blood Debt in his hand and he didn't want on drawing any Blood Debt. So it's understandable. Looks like we're blocking with the Celestial Cataclysm on the Boltyn side, which
unfortunately
it's a difficult card to play. Yeah, good card, but tough to play sometimes.
Well, it's unfortunate because it's for 3, because we can't really see if there's a +1 on this Art of War quite yet. Maybe Tower just like totally whiffed, right? On that draw.
That's possible. I don't think there's a +1 on it. I think he chose go again, and now he's striking for 5 go again here. And then he'll play out whatever his last attack is, which could very well be make a rune chant, and then just swing the sword. No, he wouldn't swing the sword because he hasn't played a non-attack action.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just some attack from hand then. Might be a Command and Conquer.
Vexing Malice.
Okay, Vexing Malice, yeah.
No Arcane. Well, the opponent does have Arcanite Skull Cap, so can pitch a blue to block it.
Did he make a shackle?
Wait, what? Okay, yeah, it took the 2. Did he make a shackle?
I don't know. Maybe he did choose +1 in the Art of War then. I'm thoroughly confused. It is very difficult to tell what they're doing with the Art of Wars. So at least the Art of War turn's done now, so we don't have to be confused anymore. We'll see what the Boltyn's able to come back with. 3-card hand. Boltyn is quite a card-hungry hero, I would say.
Sorry guys,
feels like
I really like my Boltyn shiny yellow.
He was charging face down. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, you got to show your opponent what you're charging. But yeah, he seems to be pretty card hungry because you need to have like a card in hand to be able to charge, get the Boltyn ability going. Something to pitch usually, although a lot of the attacks do cost 0. But in my experience playing with him, I found that when I have a 4-card hand, I feel very strong. Anything less than 4 cards, and I feel significantly weaker. We'll see what he ends up playing here. I'm not sure if he's going to be getting go again from that. I don't think so, because he blocked with a non-attack action.
He blocked for 5 on a bolt for 1, right? It's a blue.
Yeah.
So I guess he just like knows it's Courageous Steel Hand, so he's like, don't get your draw.
Wants to keep the husk up as well. So better to sacrifice, the gloves in this case, so that he can keep the husk. make that Courageous Steel Hand in hand. If it is a Courageous Steel Hand, which it looks like it is based on...
It's gotta be. Right?
Yeah.
He would only block like that not to Bolt of Courage you for 1. So it's pretty face up. Yeah. I'm assuming that's what Tower read.
Yep.
I'm making this
this way
block.
he preserves the Husk, and that'll end his opponent's turn.
That's not good for Boltyn.
That is really not good for...
But we milled more rinse guys and
Did he hit
vexing.
anything?
No.
He didn't hit anything, though, so at least there's that.
It's garbage.
It was pretty garbage, but I'm sure that the cards in this hand will more than make up for the garbage. Starting with a Plunder Run will definitely more than make up for garbage banishes.
Such a good
too.
card. It's so bad in so many scenarios where it's not in your arsenal.
Yep. It's
Sucks
this
to
is coming
pitch,
in for
sucks to
7
block,
now.
sucks to banish.
Yeah, exactly. But when you play it out of Arsenal, my God, do you ever feel great?
Yeah, I guess if
You
you're,
feel like the
playing
king of the
Shane,
world.
you're already at the freaking roulette table, so why not?
Yeah. Just throw a little more in there. Ghostly Visit here is coming in for 7. It does have the on-hit trigger from the Plunder Run. So if it hits, he will be drawing a card. He does still have the 2 resource floating, and he's played a non-attack action, so he can swing the sword again. But if the Ghostly Visit doesn't hit here, he may choose instead to play another attack action to keep the benefit of the draw from the Plunder Run. We'll have to see how the Boltyn decides to block here. I'd imagine he'd like to keep all the cards in his hand, but when you're looking at a Plunder Run, sometimes it's
Well,
it's better to
I'm going to tell you how the next turn's going to go down. Bolton's going to play something, and he's going to go Husk.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, unless it's a Saber, right? Because, like, he just knows he has Courageous Steel Hand, so he's just going
taking
to...
it.
Yeah, I know, because he's Boltyn, bro.
Yep.
Like, he's like, oh, double Lumina,
Down to
double
4,
V,
give him a
not bad. Double Lumina, double V with Courageous and Arsenal, not bad. But it's actually, Lumina's, I guess, the way less crazy in this one, eh?
Lumina
And
this
Saber.
one. Why would it be less crazy?
Is it more crazy in Saber versus Raiden?
Well, I feel like with the Courage, if you have enough go again with cards in your soul, which
You
unfortunately doesn't at this point, but you can literally just swing your sabers 2
4.
times each,
Yeah.
coming in for 4 damage if you use the Gallantry Gold as well.
Mhm.
If you've charged possible 5
Wow.
or 6, I guess,
And-
because of the sabers effects in general.
Tower's presenting lethal as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna demand a card from hand.
And now it's a decision on how you want to block.
Okay, so now it's a big awkward situation because it's coming for 4. I have 4 HP left, so I'll have to block with something, which means I will not have a 5-card hand for the beginning of my turn. And the situation on the table is also not favored. Chain has a Husk on the table, so mathematically it's 20-3. It's a huge HP difference, and I've also lost a card.
Well, we're
takes
blocked
the
with an
one.
E-Strike here. Still taking 1.
It's
Davis
great.
gets to make a Rune Chant.
Yep.
And now we're at 3 life to 14, and a Husk. So, might as
Yep.
well call it 3 life to 20.
The Carrion Husk, man.
Yeah, it is a tough card to get around. Definitely can swing a lot of games for you, and really helps you with the, I guess, staying alive during the early game.
This gets Husk.
Make sure that
100%.
you're able to get enough soul shackles up.
Yeah. The Husk is like that friend. Like when you like try to tell a story or something, they like look it up and prove you wrong. Just like nobody likes that guy. This is like the
You have
easiest.
friends like that? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and they're
Wow.
they're carrying Husks, man. So this for 6. This, yeah, I mean, so he's like, hey, nice courageous steel hand. Okay, Snapdragon. There you go, sir. And ooh, it's a Bolt of Victory. It was not Courageous Steel Hand, so we're gonna +1. How are we going?
Could end up being a +1 here. Do
What
you
does
know
it
if it says search for any card with
No.
+1 or is
Attack
it search for attack
action. Attack action.
Well, no Lumina for you then.
Or I'm wrong.
no,
Non-attack
just
action, maybe.
All right.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm looking it up.
Yeah, you might need to look that up. Because I was going to say, he's probably just going to grab a Lumina here, pitch, break the Courage, break the Gallantry Gold, and then do Saber, maybe. And if the Sabers hit, he'll be able to get additional cards into his soul.
Action card, not attack action.
No, I see. Okay. So any action.
Yes. It's an action. Yep.
So yeah, we're breaking the Courage here. I'd
Playing
imagine that
Lumina.
he's gonna, pitch for the
Double
Gallantry
Lumina.
Gold. Oh!
Yeah.
A double Lumina. Yikes. So the Saber's coming in for what now? 4? It's coming in for 2, 3, 4, possibly 6 if he defends with an attack action.
And Lumina, what
That's
is
pretty
the
good.
what's the on hit as well?
The on hit is if he hits with it, he puts a card into his, or he looks at the top card of his deck. If it's a light card, he can put it into his soul and gain 1 life. Or he has to put it into his soul. I think it's mandatory if it's a light card. So that would be triggering twice. So he could be gaining quite a bit of life here and putting quite a few cards into the soul. And keep in mind that he is able to attack with these Centauri Sabers multiple times. So
Yep.
looks like Davis will be taking 4 here. He'll reveal the top card of his deck, top 2 cards of his deck, I guess. Yep. Both are light cards. Both go into his soul. He gains 2 life.
This is the deck I've heard about but never seen. I've heard about this like Combo Boltyn
And they're shaking hands.
Tower
All right.
Conceits.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
What?
He's dead, dude.
You can't block with enough from hand?
It probably just keeps
He was
bumping
at
or
14
something.
life, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming he just like keeps bumping or something. And because you like you said goes up to 6. Takes 2.
He strikes on a light card, so he wouldn't put that one into his soul or gain a life.
Soul
off
is
it,
not.
But
Yeah, the soul is less relevant than the.
yeah, I guess if he has all attack actions in hand, it makes it tough. But he can swing with those sabers 2 times each.
Said Boltyn can attack 6 times with the sabers. Yeah, 1 additional
What?
time each.
Oh, because of the double Lumina. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just a papega, as Twitch chat would say. I forgot that you can proc the Lumina.
I've heard people asking
that
like, can they see certain
That would be
decks?
6 attacks.
I think a lot of people are going to be asking to see this deck. Wow, this deck is undefeated. So it's he warned us before we watched him that it was a meme deck, but meme deck slaps.
Doesn't look too memey now, yeah. If you're able to get that double Lumina turn, that's kind of insane. I didn't even realize that. That is, whew. What a turn.
The days I'm happy I play Kano,
Yeah, exactly. Wow, pretty cool. All right, very cool deck from. Do you know his name? I don't even know his
Zur
name.
XIR. Marius, yeah, or
Zur?
Zur XIR.
Yeah, I've seen him around in quite a few tournaments, so it's nice to see him at the top tables here, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of this.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more, please join the FAB-LAB Twitch channel. You can find a link in the description below. Also put a like so you can be notified by additional footage and when we are live. Thank you very much. Hit me up on the Discord and I hope to see you in some more videos. Take care.